In 1897, there was a very important treaty that was being proposed on the Senate floor. So for the second time, the Republic of Hawaii, or the Provisional Government, as it was first called, is trying to get Hawaii annexed to the United States. The Queen was in Washington, D.C., lobbying for her country. And she sent a message back to her lady-in-waiting, Aima Navahi, the wife of Joseph Navahi. And she said, make a petition and have the people sign it, because this is coming up on the Senate floor, and it looks like it's going to pass. And so they did just that. Aima went to the Patriotic League of Women's Voters, and Kū'ē Campbell was the president, and together they started the petition. And in September of 1897, they started in Hilo, in Aima's hometown, where she was the president of the chapter, and they started signing the petition. And they went all the way through South Kona, all through the different islands. And what happened was, in 6 weeks, they got 21,000 plus signatures. He probably had about 37,000 citizens, and 21,000 signed this petition. The Men's League, the Hui Kalai Aina, did a separate petition, which had more direct and deliverables, in which they said, it's time for you to get out of our country. And they had another 17,000 signatures. So essentially, every single person who lived in Hawaii, who was a citizen of the Kingdom of Hawaii, signed this petition. Amazing. Amazing to think that people say that Hawaiians can't agree. They can't get together. In 1897, they knew exactly what they wanted. They wanted to be free. They wanted to have their country. They wanted to love this place and take care of it. And they wanted the United States to fulfill its word and bring back the Queen's government.
Well, one night as we were sitting in the Queen's Hospital, surrounded by pictures of our ali'i, 1, 2, 3, 4 women sat till like 1 in the morning discussing this now, bringing this petition back and the importance of the petition, because it seems to be history is repeating itself by having this nation building. And so when the DOI came and we saw that the people understood and were wanting a different venue to voice themselves, it was clear the petition was it. So Claire and I started these events called Continuing the Conversation, so people could come and gather and talk about it, And from there, it became apparent that the petition needs to be brought back. And everything in its time fell in its place. It wasn't for us to say, okay, let's get it done now. The petition dictated the time, the energy, the course, and we were there just to serve.
It was the very end of October when we were given I call it the prime directive. And it was very simple. The Queen's voice saying, get that petition signed.
What we've experienced with the petition now is it becomes a healing process for our people, because it doesn't just allow them to sign a document, but it actually allows them to reconnect with their kupuna.
Our kupuna, and their wishes and what they have put down in that petition, they stopped the joint treaty of annexation. And this country being the way it is, the president was able to make something fictitious and pretend that this country was annexed. And many people believe that to be true, but it is not, because legally it has not been that. It has not been that, and many organizations, Hawaiian organizations, this year and last year are recognizing officially on their books that the Hawaiian kingdom continues. And this petition shows us that we continue with our kupuna in saying we love our country and we are the caretakers of this place. We have to start in the truth, no matter what.
We also have to start where we left off. And part of when we do a presentation, we explain within the history of our government structure, there is a separation of powers. There's three. One is the executive, one is the legislative, and one is the representative. So the executive would be the queen, legislative would be like the Privy Council and the governmental body, and the representatives would be the people. And so with that history, we all know prior to the Queen's coup d'etat, she put legislation into recess. So no one touched them. She just put them off to the side. Then she became a political prisoner that has not yet till today been released. It has to be done through this executive order from the president. But what no one speaks about is a representative, which is the people. No one touched us. And the petition is proof of it. And so that's why we find it to be the umbilical cord that still connects us to the kingdom. We, the people, are the offsprings of that petition.
Your kupuna, your family members, your ohana, we want to invite you to come. We'll have many copies of the Ku'e Petition book. You can come and browse through that. We'll have people there to help you find your kupuna if you need. And you'll have the opportunity to sign alongside with our kupunas of 1897. So come and learn more about the history and learn more about our fabulous kupuna who saved our legacy in Hawaii.
Amen.